Hi everybody and welcome to another By Pen and Paper streams. I'm RoGamer and we are back in, well, what we've been doing for the past few weeks. Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. We are supposed to go do a pretty, well, important job here. But let's grab some money, get some fuel, get some supplies, most of all. And then we can leave. Okay, that's not gonna be it. Logic depot is for supplies, but they can still work. Is there anything else? High market is not work. Casa is not work. Let's just find supplies. Supplies. Alright, let's get out to work. Grab some money. Fill the fuel. Oh, maybe we don't even need to fill the fuel. But it's at least a good thing that I can still work here and get a bunch of cash. And that I can buy some specific upgrades. So all of that is gained fuel. We don't need too much for where we're going. But we're definitely gonna need food, as in supplies. Where is it? Not biomeal. Where's the supplies? It's rare components. It's a good thing I can buy that. Maybe heavier supplies. Gotta fill that up. Yep, there's nothing else we can do. Okay, do I have? No, I have local crew. So off we go. Let's stream. So he is there and he has which of these skills? One is engagement, right? Engagement and... oh, he has the same stuff as Yuchin. Let me check. Yeah, one is engagement, which I'm definitely gonna need. And what is the interface? Is the other one? Interface, intuition. Yeah. I'm gonna need engagement. What's the other one? He says the same as Eugene, so you can see Eugene's stats. What is that? Oh, the other one is endure. Huh. Okay. So yes, we're gonna need engage, endure, interface, intuition. Need interface intuitions. Who has interface and intuition? Interface is that and intuition is that. Well, I can bring Junie. I can double up on the same stuff with engagement and endurance, or I can grab Junie, and I think I might need to grab Junie for this. Bliss has, what's the name? Intuition and engineering. And, yeah, we have a lot of engineering. No, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna need interface. Yeah, I'm gonna bring June. June is my top tier. Okay, confirm vectors. Because I don't have this, and June is gonna help. I hope Kirk helps as well. Oh, cool. Let's see where this goes, or how this goes. The headstream looms large in the cockpit window as it comes to stop. I can't believe you talked me into this, Seraphin sighs. This is not a good plan. Convincing Seraphin to take Kirk out to this Lotic freighter wasn't exactly easy, but with the pithead on lockdown, there really weren't any other options. A voice crackles over Seraphin's terminal, loud enough to hear, but quiet enough that you can't pick out what's being said. What are they saying? Seraphin glances back over his shoulder at you. They're telling us to prepare for docking. He swallows nervously and turns back to the console. Good. Keep them talking. You look behind, you see Kirk floating by the doorway. Seraphin flicks the comm switch and begins speaking to the Lotic ship, thanking them for responding to the distress signal, trying his best to play the part of the nervous trader suffering an engine failure and debris fuel. Kirk jerks his head for you to follow him into the corridor, and you unclip from your seat and float out behind him. If it's okay with you, I'm going to play the captain on this one. His flat stare suggests he isn't asking for permission. Is this going to work? He shrugs. If we keep calm and take it slow, there's nothing to worry about. Let me tell you how this is going to go. He starts moving down towards the airlock and you follow as he talks. The headstream has been holding here cycle after cycle, while Wellspring tried to quash our little rebellion. He smiles at the idea. Now, the blockade is in effect. Well, they'll know they'll have to hold out for longer still, while messages from Lotic operations get less and less frequent. He stops by the lockers, swapping his Lotic uniform for an old flight jacket. This is a ship full of tired, unhappy, underpaid, and underfed workers. You both arrive at the airlock. We just have to nudge their anger in the right direction. There is a hiss as the airlock cycles. Lotic are coming aboard. Kirk catches your eye and gives you a wink. The airlock doors scissor open, revealing a drained-looking Lotic captain flanked by security officers. Called Lotic Captain Lambert. Lambert, captain of the Headstream. He presents himself immediately, but with little enthusiasm. We have been in communication with your pilot, and are docking, as requested, to provide support. He looks between you and Kirk, his eyes lingering on you a little too long, no doubt taking in the strange vinyl skin, dark glowing eyes, and doll-like face of your frame. He directs his attention to Kirk. How fares your crew? Thank you, Captain. You notice the immediate change in Kirk, his deflated posture and softer speech. We are surviving as best we can, but now that you have come to our rescue, he sighs and holds out an eager hand to Lambert, we are very grateful indeed. Lambert limply shakes his head. Not to worry. The Lotic Syndicate takes its stewardship of Wellspring and the surrounding environs seriously. It is our duty to offer aid to traders and travelers alike. I'm afraid we don't have much to offer by way of supplies. Our stores have been depleted by our long posting here. But your crew is free to enter our ship and make use of its facilities while you make your repairs. Kirk continues playing the submissive captain, nodding enthusiastically and uttering a stream of thank yous. You feel like he is pushing it a little, but though Lambert only seems to be paying the minimum of attention to him. Suddenly he turns a sharp eye to you. Your pilot didn't mention you had a sleeper aboard. What up? Lambert flinches almost imperceptibly when you respond. Nothing at all. Just observing. He glances suspiciously towards the corridor. I don't suppose you have any other surprises tucked away in there. Oh, you will see. Oh, no, not at all, Kirk jumps in. Apologies. Our sleeper is a hard worker and a quiet one, too. He shoots you a look. Perhaps if your ship is indeed in need of maintenance, you can borrow them for a few cycles. Lambert eyes you more brazenly now, taking Kirk's lead as permission to indulge his curiosity. Yes. His eyes trace a tear in the skin of your forearm. Perhaps it could be of use to us. Kirk smiles. I will send them to speak with your crew. I'm sure they can direct the sleeper to appropriate tasks. Oh, they'd love that, Lambert jokes. They're a work-shy bunch, this lot. I'm sure they'd be eager for a slave. The word sets you on edge. He's silent. We are happy to serve, Kirk bows. After all, we owe you our safety. Very good. Lambert seems suddenly bored and tired, or perhaps both. Tell your crew they are free to cross the docking tunnel then. He pauses. But remind them that no funny business will be tolerated. He smiles a sharp smile. Wait, why do I have 4 supplies? I should have 5. Why do I have 4 supplies? Fuck! I bought 60. I bought the full set. I have matters to attend to, Lambert turns. See you later, Captain. And with that, Lambert heads back down the tunnel, still flanked by his two sons. Is this the first? No, I always started with 5, I think. I'm confused. Kirk waits until he is out of sight to turn to you. Good, he lets out a breath. Well held, Sleeper. I thought from the look in your eye you were going to knock him out. He chuckles. I know the job. Glad to hear it. Kirk stares down the corridor. Because this dickhead wasn't hesitant to cut us loose in the debris field if we push him. Trust me. Kirk squeezes your shoulder. Shall we go, meet this crew? See what their opinions are on Lotic administration? He smiles broadly. With a captain like that, I doubt they'll be very positive. Ooh, Lotic stress. Security lockdown. Yeah, I shouldn't push that. But they have shit dice, so I might need to. Great. Okay, sabotage the engines. Nothing spreads discontent more than malfunctioning engines. But you'll have to be subtle in your sabotage. Criticize contracts. Engine room crews are always the worst paid. Although a bit of contract discussion should spread discontent. Okay, headstream mutiny. Turning each section of the crew against their captain is the job and isn't going to be an easy one. Wow. Wow, they're very good crew. Engineer support. The engineering staff of the headstream are already in doubt about their captain. Okay, at least I got some decent dice. But the jobs are risky. Navigation control. Okay, this is Junie's job. Falsify data and all that. Okay, a debate Wellspring. The situation of Wellspring is untenable. You just need to get the nav techs to realize that on their own. Falsify data. False data in the system will lead to frustration and mistakes in the bridge text. If you can plant it without being seen. Headstream mutiny is the same. Navigator support. The navigators are supportive of Lambert, but less so of Lotic overall. Okay, I'm gonna just start doing this instantly. Oh, the neutral. Why does it have to be risky? Jesus. Okay, what was this part? Payload ops. Discuss the war. Lotic are trying to profit from the war and their monopoly on water. The cargo crews just need some encouragement to sea. Tamper with the payload. Oh yeah, that's smart. Leaking payload means the cargo crew will be on edge all cycle. Just don't get caught messing with the tanks. Ugh. Okay, so what is the engine room? Do I have any pluses in that? We have, and it's a dangerous task, and I'm the only one who can be doing this, so I'm gonna focus on the engine. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while without good dice. Oof, this is gonna be painful. Can you do blue? Cannot do here. Can you do payload that is risky? Yes, you can. Risky is much better to do in this situation. I don't think I will be able to do all this. This is a lot of dice that I need to use. Problem is with danger is if neutral gives stress. Okay, but I can do both. No. Like this Junie is the only thing she can do is this. Let's see how we go. If it's her stress, that's okay. If it's ship stress, I'm in a bad position. Or like this stress, because that's gonna start triggering bad stuff. Okay, if we falsify data, risky is not gonna be doing much bad stuff. If I push myself, I will get a 5, which I can get to a 6 actually. So I get a 5, I get a 6, I get the stress back, and I do this. This is good. I'm gonna use the push mechanics to kind of gamify this a bit. Should I use a 4? I think I should help Junie, because if Junie has shit dice, I'm gonna be in big trouble. Let's see what will happen here. Fuck! Crisis active, 1 per cycle. But where's the crisis? Oh, there it is. Comms away. Engineer. Sabotage comms. Okay. Let's see if I can sabotage them. Comms cut. Stress. My stress, which is bad. Oh, this is gonna suck. I think I fucked up this instantly. If I start getting shitty dice like I just did, I'm gonna be in a big trouble. I need to start cutting this. Oh, I got so shitty dice, like major shitty dice. The problem is I'm the only one who can do this. None of these can. Great, and I'm gonna start losing dice. Okay, I fucked up. Royally. I need to start doing stuff. The problem is Junie can't do anything with a 2. No, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up royally. God damn it, the first cycle and I fuck up so royally. I wish I could restart this from the beginning. And yes, now it rolls 2 dice. Great. Okay, I need to do this. I need to finish this. So I cut the comms. Voltic stress is not gonna continue on if I don't stress them enough. It's danger. Junie's got nothing useful. She needs to do a danger thing here. Okay, where can he help? He can do this. He can't do this, and he can do this. Okay, so let's go with the risky here. Okay, good. He has a 6, so that's good. Let's do this here. Okay. Still need a lot there. I need to help out Junie because Junie is struggling here. I can do dangerous one, which should give me more, but it doesn't. It gives me 2. Yeah. Junie can't do anything. Her dice is too shit. Danger is gonna give another stress for this. But I must. It shouldn't trigger. Oh, no, it's danger. If it's negative, it's gonna trigger 2 stresses, and I don't trust the dice. I don't trust the dice enough. A lot of these are too painful to do. Oh Jesus, one of these and it fucks me up so hard. I need to cycle. If I'm gonna go. This is gonna be stressful. I'm gonna start losing dice. At least everything is taking damage. Okay, no, this is a risky one for him. This is a risky one. Okay, I'll let him do this. Why are they rolling such shit dice, like constantly? This is not okay. This is so not okay. And the fact that getting 1s is the worst thing ever. Like, Junie can't do shit. Anywhere. And I don't have a plus or anything that is risky. Like, if it's risky, I can do it without much issue, I think. Like, if I could put it to a 5 or something. God damn. Okay, we're starting to gonna lose stress and gonna lose dice. We're gonna starve. Okay, at least I got good dice. This time I got good dice. I can lose 1 stress. Maybe, possibly. And Junie can do this. Maybe, possibly. It's gonna be the most stressful thing. Okay, lotic stress. That's not good. Neutral outcome. I can't get more lotic stress at all. But I can possibly complete this right now. He's got a 3. He's gonna be useless this cycle. Yes, I'm gonna complete this. Okay, good. 1 down. I can help out with this. What is this doing? Do I have a plus in this? Yes, I have a plus in this. Okay. I'm gonna go do that. I can risk it for a 50-50, but I need to be sure the other ones are complete. Or at least right next to completion. I can't stress myself. I'm gonna get a 6 and I'm gonna lose that 6. I can't upgrade myself on the run. No, I can upgrade myself on the run. No, I cannot upgrade myself on the run. Oh, fuck. So I'm just gonna go 1 stress down, which is same. Yeah. I need a 6. I need a 6 on this. Okay, I stressed out. I'm gonna get this. It's gonna have a positive outcome. Alright, I lost stress, which is good. So now is the question, do I risk it? Because it's a dangerous action. I'm gonna get a stress, which is gonna be lotic stress and shutdown, but I can't stay much longer. Like, I need to finish this next cycle, however I know I can, and I need to finish this the next cycle, however I know I can. So a risk is a risk. Fuck, crisis active, great. At least this is complete. Distress beacon. Oh, Junie can help with that. Disable beacon. Captain has triggered the ship's distress beacon in desperation. The longer it's on, the more likely lotic is to send support. Which is 3 cycles, which is some I don't have, which is I'm already starving, so if I don't finish in the next one, I'm fucked anyway. And I have 3 cycles to finish before all shit, you know, breaks loose. Oh, everybody's getting stressed. That's okay. At least I didn't lose any dice, which is kind of also bad because I wish I could lose the dice. That way I can repair them. Otherwise the next contract is gonna be fucked. Even worse than before. Okay, do I have any buffs? No. Well, time to get more stress. Or complete it. Thankful. Oh dear god, I was so stressed, it was impossible. Kirk rushes into the bay you are crossing. It's all kicking off, Sleeper. A wild glee in his eyes. Lambert's lost control. He guides you through the headstream, a ship you have become surprisingly familiar with over the past few cycles. Perhaps it is the influence of getting to know the crew and their complaints about Lambert and the syndicate. But its twisting corridors, thick pipes, and cold metal have taken on an oppressive feel, cycle by cycle, hour by hour. Now, as the shouts of conflict echo down the corridor ahead, where a room glows with the warm light of the galley, you feel that the oppressive pull being scraped away, replaced with some new and exciting quality. Enough! Lambert shouts, echoes a shot as you enter the crowded galley. From what you can tell, more than half the crew have crowded into this space and are clumped around, some perched on the side units. I order you to return to your stations. Lambert floats slightly above the crowd, his hands held up in the gesture of futile calming or nervous surrender. You see him glance over his shoulder, and tracing his view, you see a security officer tensely gathered at the back of the room. Warn Kirk. You turn to Kirk, ready to indicate a mass security, but you are met with a wide smile that makes you pause. Just wait. Kirk winks, and you turn to see security moving through the crowd. If you will not retreat willingly, I will have no other choice than to use force. Lambert's voice breaks with anger. This purse! You watch as the guards form behind Lambert, and then one moves forward and grabs him, forcing his arm behind his back. The act is met with a raucous cheer from the assembled crew and a yelp from Lambert himself. He is forced through the to the crowd, who part and jeer, heading directly for the corridor from which you entered. When Lambert is close, Kirk nods to security officer holding him, and they stop. Lambert looks up in confusion and stares directly into Kirk's grin. You are officially removed from duty as captain of Headstream, on the authority of the Wellspring Workers Alliance, WWA. Kirk's tone is direct and clipped. This is done with the authority of the majority ballot of your crew. Workers Alliance? You have no authority. You're pirates. Lambert spits at Kirk. There will be consequences. On that, we agree. Kirk nods to the security officers, and they wrench struggling Lambert from the room. Kirk watches Lambert go, determination set in his heavy brow. Hope this doesn't go to your head. What will happen to you? I underestimated you. They underestimated all of us. Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder. They always do. Lambert can enjoy the hospitality of his own brig. Kirk pats you on the back. We have a celebration to muster. After crippling the ship, I guess. The Gallia erupts in liberated joy, and soon drinks and food are passed around from a stash Lambert had been asking the quartermaster to keep back for his own use. You settle on a counter and look on as the crew celebrates. You watch as Kirk moves effortlessly through the room, giving and receiving thanks in equal measure. Despite his intimidating appearance, you see in him something softer coming to the surface, something reserved for those he has struggled alongside. Fresh allies are old friends to him. Yeah, I did most of the job, man. You barely had any good dice. After the celebrations have died down and the crew have retreated to make plans for supporting the blockade, holding out on what they have, Kirk approaches you. Ever do a risky job and trigger a fucking stress on the ship, Jesus. Not toasting the victory, he offers you a transparent bag of ship-brewed moonshine. The crew of the Headstream. To the crew of the Headstream, to the fall of Lotic. Here's the drink. To the crew of the Headstream. Kirk smiles. To our comrades. I think it is time we return to Wellspring. He looks off towards the last crew member leaving the room. We've done our job. You don't want to stay? This is their ship, he says. I need to return to our council. You suddenly notice how exhausted Kirk looks, his eyes dark and hooded. He looks down towards the scuffed floor. What is your goal? The freedom of all workers in the belt, to benefit from their labor. He laughs weakly. The usual. That's not what's on my mind, though. He looks around the room. I'm thinking about the retaliation Lotic is about to visit on the good people of this crew, besides he has said. Kirk takes a deep breath and lets it out slow. The struggle goes on. He pushes off from the counter and heads towards the docking bridge. You take a moment before you follow, your mind drifting to the crew and the struggle they have ahead. As you do, a small and perhaps unfair part of you thinks, well, that's life in the belt. Means of production achievement unlocked. Yay! Can I complete another drive so I can maybe get something out of this? You know what's the stupidest thing I want to do now? Is I want to spend a few cycles here. Because if I break a few dice, I can get a few dice back. And that actually might be useful. So what will happen if I do spend them on per cycle stress, crew stress? Crew stress is insignificant. I want to break a few dice. If all three can break, that would be actually good. Then I can fix them all. Okay. Can I then cycle again? like, me breaking dice is, I don't care. Like, at this point, I just want to break dice so I can fix them, because I can't fix one broken dice. I'm just skipping cycles for no reason, except for we lose dice. It's annoying. One dice on one I can take. Two dice I don't want to have. Okay, she's out, that's fine. And I think this is alright. I can break the fourth dice, but it's gonna be pretty much just a gamble to break that. Instead of I might damage the one die that I have with 4, and I don't want to do that, so let's just leave. And it's not letting me fix up dice, I might as well do this. We'll now travel back to the hub. Once you leave, you will not be able to return. Yes, and I will lose 5 stress, which is okay, and then I will lose the less to the stress as I work on. We're back. At least I didn't have anything else to do on the ship. If I did, I would waste dice and maybe get more stress and stuff. The cut thrums with tension. The steaming city and its brash inhabitants have quieted, not to silence, but to a low rumble of conversation. The blockade is holding, the syndicate is waning, and everywhere there are plans to be made. You and Seraphine float idly in the chasm row, many stories deep in its wound in Wellspring's side, waiting on Kirk not far from the first place you met. A meeting Seraphine still has lingering bruises from. Kirk is inside somewhere, and like every other Lotic contractor, he is making plans. Even before you arrived back in Wellspring, he had hijacked the rig's transmitter to speak with his fellow conspirators and make arrangements for his arrival. Watching Kirk's plot unfold made you realize that despite your involvement, in the end you were just a subsidiary part of this struggle. A chaotic outside actor with effect, but no real influence. Now waiting for Kirk's return, you feel a little solace in that. You aren't ready to be dragged into another struggle. Not yet. You still have your freedom to win, and looking at Seraphine next to you, you know that he does too. Alright, we're on. Kirk comes out of a passage nearby, nodding to the two of you to follow. He leads you both into the Rime Market passageways, this time not to the steaming market hall that lies beneath the deepest streets, but to a cramped room, walled with pipes and rusted panels. Just a little longer. He nods to you both. Hold here. He exchanges a serious look with you before pushing off and gliding back out of the room. You watch Kirk go, your relationship having settled into a quiet and mutual respect. His eyes are on bigger things now, workers' council and contract negotiations. And you know that. Perhaps one cycle ahead, you'll find a moment to drink together once again and discuss everything that has happened. For now, Kirk has other things on his mind. Seraphine settles again. You showed him a look, but his focus is elsewhere. His eyes glazed over. You fold your arms and wait. Sarah? Tala enters so quietly that in the dim room you barely notice her. She shoots you a look and a smile as she enters. Thank you, she mouths silently and then turns her attention to her brother. Tala! Seraphine says her name like a sigh, like an exhale. He is shaking his head, his eyes already shining with uncontrollable emotion. She rushes across the room, flying into Seraphine at speed. They embrace, softly, spinning in the dust and dark, their fingers dug into each other's backs. They separate, a couple of pristine spheres of briny tears spinning away through the air as they do. Jesus, this is proper writing. This is... Oh my fucking god, I needed this. Like, I'm doing some work that I shouldn't really talk about, but it's around writing, and boy, those texts are awful. Like, descriptions are awful. This is nice. This is why I play this game. The writing is so emotional. Like, holy fucking shit, I'm about to cry. That level of emotions. You're safe, Seraphine nods, taking a breath. I'm safe. She smiles reassuringly, settling him. And in this setting, this gesture of care, you see a whole network of signs and secrets. Tala is the calm to the Seraphine's storm, the big sister who eases his heart. She looks him up and down. You, no. Wait. Oh, no, this is her, the different images here. You are so big, Sarah. She laughs at her own statement. You've grown up. She tries to make it sound approving rather than patronizing. You're just the same, sister. Seraphine shakes his head, calling me big but making me feel small. The moment the statement leaves his lips, you feel a chill in the room, and you aren't sure if he meant it. Tala flinches a little, hurt, but not wanting to show it. I came to find you, Tala tries again. I needed to find you. Seraphine looks torn, and you see in him something you have come to recognize, the slow and careful raising of his defenses. Why now? He looks away. It's been a long time, Tala. Mom and Dad finally decide they want me to come home? A ripple of emotion runs through Tala, one she can't hide. Sarah, after you left, they're gone, she sighs. I thought you would have... She struggles to find the words. It's been a long time. It has. Seraphine sets his face into a stern look of control, but you know he is raging inside. And in this moment you feel closer to him than you have felt in a while. Hey, if you go back to the eye, my sleeper is still, keeping watch over the Bantanyan? Or Overlook. Go back there, work the restaurant. It's yours still. Tala folds her arms, trying to regain a little control of the exchange. It's good to see you, Sarah. It's so good. You know what is coming, and you see Seraphine brace for it too. But I can't leave with you. She looks pained. This isn't easy for her either. Seraphine can only nod, a dulling acceptance washing over him. That's why we don't get her as a crewmate. God damn it. Oh, Tala, we meet you again, and you leave us behind. Or we leave you behind again. I wanted to find you, and I have. And I can see you are strong and well, and... Well, he's not strong, he's half broken. Jesus, he's still recovering, even though we've spent like 80 cycles since he got like shot and hurt or whatever. It's wonderful. Not wonderful. It's weird how she switches causes, like from working on the restaurant to traveling with refugees to like helping the plight of these people. Like, she really cares, like even a lot, or maybe too much. I wanted to find you, and I have, and I can see you're strong and well. She shoots you a glance. You have your life here, but the people here, the other contractors, they were the ones who found me, who have kept me going since I ended up here, desperate and alone. She smiles warmly. It's not that I owe them, it's that they are my family too. Wow, really? What about the sleeper? Isn't he your family, the one who you left at the bar? She gently places a hand on his shoulder. I know you understand this. She smiles at you. We all find our families out here. Seraphine smiles a rare smile, his eyes wet. We do, sister. He embraces her again. They separate, and Tala turns her attention to you. Is she gonna talk about the other sleeper? I know you will take care of my brother, sleeper, she smiles. I saw it in your eyes when you came to the pithead. She approaches and puts a hand on your shoulder. I can see you are building something of value in that ship of yours. I'll take care of that. I hope so. She nods and takes her hand away. She folds her arms again, her sense of control returning. There is a wisdom and experience to Tala that brings a certain calm to you, and you feel that now. Will you two be staying here for a while? Or Tala looks between you and Seraph. Seraphim cuts in before you can answer. Not long, he smiles. We have our own freedom to find. Tala nods. Just be aware, you're free to pass the blockade, but after that, she sighs. Wellspring is going to be knocked down for a little while, at least until Kirk can establish his council. Next time you come, she smiles proudly, this will be a very different place. Hearing Tala say this, you suddenly see the authority in her, and realize that one of those council seats may well have her name on it. You look between the two of them and realize they have years to catch up on, and they'd probably rather do that without you watching. You nod to them and slip out of the room, and a litting conversation starting up the moment you leave. As you follow the twisting corridors back to Chasm Row, you smile to yourself as the thought of Tala and Seraphim reunited at last. You hope this whole adventure will make Seraphim a little less moody, even though you know deep down it will probably make him worse. Okay. On your way into the rig, you pass a tired-looking Eugene. We heading out? He sighs. Because I'm not sure I got another chit left to wager. How much did you lose? He squints at his fingers for a second, making calculations. Too much, he shrugs. Gonna strap myself in for a nap. He disappears into the birds. Later in the cycle, Seraphim quietly comes back to the rig. He immediately settles himself in the cockpit and starts running diagnostics on the engines. He looks up at you as you enter and shoots you a smile. Good to see you up here, Sleeper. I'm getting ready to head out. Are you sure you want to leave? Ready to go. How are you doing? I'm good, Sleeper. Really good. He flicks the sequence of switches. Sleeper? Seraphim turns to face you. Thank you. He smiles. I appreciate you bringing us all the way out here. I won't forget it. Will Tala be okay? She's found a place here, and I'm really happy for her. He looks away, out of the cockpit windows at Wellspring. She always was the responsible one, and I was always the one running away. I guess some things never change. Seraphim quietly watches the diagnostics complete, a subtle smile on his lips. One thing is for sure, we've been here too long. Seraphim meets your eye. And we've been seen by too many people. Wellspring may be far out of Tsubo territory, but I'm sure Lane will find a way to reach his nasty claws out here, given enough time. Let's not give him the chance. Hey guys, Bliss' voice echoes up the passage into the cockpit. They lean in the door, looking between the two of you. 2 contractors just dumped a load of fuel outside our ship. Said it was a gift. You and Seraphim look at each other. Got to be Kirk. Seraphim gets up. It's either a thank you or his way of telling us to get going. Seraphim kicks off and glides out of the cockpit. Hey, so... Bliss smiles. While you two have been busy, so have I. I've been looking at the rig's drive and I reckon it's due for an upgrade. You'll need engine components, quite a few, so keep an eye out. Bliss shrugs. Shipyards tend to be a good place to look. Thanks, Bliss. Bliss winks. Anytime. They sigh. Better go help Seraphim with that fuel. As Bliss leaves the cockpit, you find yourself lost in thought, considering your next step while the icy expanse of Wellspring glitters below. Oh. Tutorial. Oh. You are free to leave Wellspring. You now have hazmat units installed and free to travel the debris field on the map. Okay. But... okay, I'm starving. That's a problem we're gonna fix right away. But... I also... I think I could make myself starve one more time. And then break the other dice as well. Since I can stay in this place for however long I fucking want. But maybe Lane... maybe I shouldn't tempt Lane and his ability to track me. So let's fix a few things. Rig's engine. How many components? Oh, 8 components! God bloody damn it! Okay, this will increase the ship range. The engines will need an overhaul to squeeze more power out of the turbines. That means new components. Okay, so technically when I leave I won't be able to come back. I can go directly to Flotsam, but I should go to Holmes Rock because I can buy ship components there. And then I should go to Flotsam, because there might be something there. Or I'll just go to Hellion Gate to scavenge a bit, Far Spindle. I don't think Irradiated is okay. I can't go to Dark Side. I should also go to Greenbelt. Greenbelt has a thing for me, and Scatter Yards has a thing for me. I might do that next episode. I will see. Or I might just go to the Greenbelt. Greenbelt feels like a good thing to go to. The thing is, if I go to Holmes Rock, I can do a few jobs, grab a few things, then go to Flotsam, do the same thing, then to Far Spindle, and then from Far Spindle go to Greenbelt. And then back to Far Spindle instantly, because there is a quest I've been putting off for a while now. Help Nemba, yeah, I need to do that. And Investigate Hexport is at Scatter Yards. But I want to go to Greenbelt and see what I can grab at Greenbelt. What kind of tasks and jobs I can grab there. So I'm technically done with this whole area, but I go to shipyards to get there, to get the upgrades. Let me fix myself first. Rig workshop. I'll use the scrap components because that's gonna glitch me out completely, and I don't care if I get completely glitched out. You can't glitch me out completely twice, but I'll start fixing myself. And I'm gonna fix myself here. No, I'm not gonna. I should have not done this before I started getting more stress, so I'm gonna rest as well. Well, I don't need to rest with this, I have one. I'm gonna buy some food, that's fine. Okay, foodie. That's good. Looking at this, I should upgrade something. So, if I'm not gonna get Engage upgraded ever, at all, I need to start upgrading something to a +2. That would be the most useful. And the next batch is gonna be something is gonna go to the +1. So getting engineering to +2 I think is gonna do wonders, because usually there's a lot of engineering jobs and engineering things I can do. But also leveling everything up or getting a +1 in some of the other things that I'm not good at is also really good, because I can push myself, I can have more professional things I can do. So this is a major choice now. Should I engineer and be really good at that, or should I level some stuff out? Probably it's best to first level everything out to a +1, because every 5 turns into a 6 and every 4 turns into a 5, which if it's not a risky job I can still do it, which is good. I'll max out engineering. It's probably not the best idea, but I hope I can do a lot with it. It's a risk, I know, but I'm going to take it for now. Yeah, I'm out of supplies completely. I want to buy more of these. I want to buy more. Oh wait, that's it? Just one? Really? Oh, that sucks. How many of these can you buy? Oh, I can buy multiples. I think there was a better place to buy those, and I'm full on fuel. That is good. So they don't need to scavenge for fuel. Odd jobs. We might need to get more money. I'm still gonna stay here for a few cycles, because it's gonna help me do some stuff. This isn't, yeah, engage. I'm not good at engage. Another one. None of those jobs. So I'm just gonna do this job and get as much money as I can. Oh, is fuel cheaper? Is it really 3? Jesus. I'm gonna recover some cryo. The food is not cheaper. The buying of a meal. Can I supplies? Are the supplies cheaper? The supplies, casino. No, they're kind of standard. Okay, let's encyclo. See how much we'll get. 522. Okay, 2 glitch dice, 522. We've got 12 from their old shops. Having supplies is better, but whatever. Also, I can still do this on a risky because what? I'm just gonna lose energy. Yeah. I wanna actually. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. And okay, but even if we lose all energy, because I'm still gonna stay here, buy food, and continue on working. Because I'm gonna get more glitch dice. I wanna remove glitch dice before I continue hopping over different places. And this is why this is a safe space, because you're not gonna be back here, and if you spend too many cycles, I don't know what's gonna happen. Still gonna spend a few cycles. I mean, as long as somebody doesn't push me like instantly to go, I'm gonna stick around a little bit. As I said, this is just gonna give me less energy. That's okay. I can still earn some cash. Alright, Jesus. All of the money that I earn now is just gonna go back into the food and to stay up. 2 more glitch dice and I can leave. Good thing I bought that thing at least. I might buy a few more of these. Fixing dice and getting stuff that can fix dice is useful. I know I'm gonna have to buy ship parts, but I don't care. I'm gonna go to that section right away and we're gonna get some ship stuff done. Okay. So Eugene triggers. Sleeper, you got a moment? Eugene finds you in your berth. I have news about the Aphelion. Eugene has a seriousness you rarely see etched into his hard lines and of his face. You remember the ship he is talking about, the Aphelion Path, whatever. The last surviving interstellar fraction ship in the Hellion system, if his stories are to be believed. I've been putting out some feelers for that little lost ship, and something came up. He glances around as if the information might leak to some unwanted source. I've been working with a contract of mine, a signal chaser, working out of the Hellion. He's got some promising data. He followed the trails from the hidden wreck we found, calculated possible vectors, if the thing is still in the Hellion system. It's in the shoals. He folds his arms across his broad chest, watching your reaction. Do you trust this signal chaser? He sucks in a breath. As much as I trust anyway. I haven't told him what exactly we are tracking, just gave him the signature. There's a chance he hasn't figured it out, but the problem is the signal chaser's gone quiet. Nothing for a few cycles now. Eugene shakes his head. Maybe he got wise to value of what he found, but I doubt it. Maybe he just took a holiday. Eugene grins at his own joke. I reckon we pay a visit to the Hollow. Turn up my ghosted contact, see how visible the data looks. Looks good. And we go out and get the ship. Doesn't it? Doesn't? He shrugs. No harm, no foul. Hollow is a long way away. What about Vesna? What about her? Eugene shrugs. Maybe she is involved. I doubt it. But he holds up a finger. Could she come sniffing around after the fact? When a whiff of the data gets out, he sighs. That's what she does. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. Eugene winks. Keep it between us, right? We'll let the others know when we hit the Hollow. But remember, what's at stake here, Slipper? An interstellar ship. A ticket out of Hellion. He pats you hard on the shoulder. It'll be worth it. With that, Eugene drifts out of the bunks, whistling. Ugh. A new job. The hollow is too far away. Minor. Oh, helping member is minor. That's gonna suck ass. I mean, I'm not gonna get much in the drive tokens. And I got only one glitch dice. Yay. Jesus, I'm getting so low dice. If I had stress, this would have been very, very painful. I might as well leave after this. I can rest. Let's see if I get some rest. Recovery failed. Yay. At least again to get more stress. Wow, 50-50. I failed twice. Okay, can buy a few more here. That's good to have. I wanna gear up before I ain't coming back here. You know, I'm gonna be ready to leave. I bought this, bought river wounds, and bought. I don't really need to fill up on supplies. That's a good thing because we're just flying somewhere, and the supplies are technically expensive there, but I don't have a job. I might as well buy all the supplies here. They're cheaper. Let's. Do we have anything else to put here? Energy is still gonna be involved. Need to worry about that. Okay, let's get some supplies. We are full on fuel. We need more engine components, more scrap, more other things. At some point, might as well lock everything to 10. I don't want to spend any more cash. I've got a lot anyways. Cabin, jobs, fuel. That's still one more glitch. But yeah, I think it's time to leave. I wish I could come back. This is a really good place. Safe place. Like, he's not gonna chase us anywhere from here, please. The thing is, I don't know if the game allows it. It would be funny if it does. If you can spend like 100 cycles just here, just grinding cash. Because all in all, even if you have shit dice, even if you spend it on money, you will eventually grind like thousands. Probably, and then be set for life. And I could do that. I can just sit here until the game, you know, picks up and tells me, hey, fuck all, you've been sitting here for, you know, 10, not 10 cycles, 10 days, for like 10 hours just clicking, and who knows how many cycles. Go do something productive. So I'm gonna go and do something productive. What's the last thing we need to do here? We got the money, got supplies, got everything. Let's go. I mean, let's continue the plot. Let's continue the story. Holmes Rock it is. Thing is, I can go here directly, but I want to get some ship supplies. I think I can get some ship supplies there. Oh, they're triggering instantly. The rig glides. Oh, we lost a supply. I don't know how. I don't know why. The rig glides safely through the debris cloud. The cockpit empty, apart from you and Seraph. So, Sleeper, I've been thinking. Seraphim gives you a sly look over his shoulder. I've been thinking I'm sick of running. We didn't exactly choose it. Maybe. That was true when we first got out. Sure, but I think we've been choosing it since. I mean, even if we want to keep going the way we have been, we've run out of the belt. Oh, yeah. I mean, even if we want to keep going the way we have been, we've run out of belt. Funny thing is, no. If we stayed with Tala there, we would have found freedom and safety. Like, we couldn't go outside of the, you know, that system, but we could become a freighter of water and be safe, I guess. Probably. Anyway, beyond Wellspring, it's mostly rocks and emaciated scavengers. And well, I'm a city boy at heart. But not only that, Seraphim meets your eye. We've been building something here, Sleeper. The crew, the ship, he smiles. Hell, we just got this hazmat suit for free. He thumps the new unit on top of his flight console. What I'm asking is, how do you feel about taking on Lane? I'd feel terrible anymore. You want to go to war with Utsubo? Not war, he smiles, but something else. You've seen what's happening in Wellspring. What Tala's doing. He shakes his head. Kirk is a fool, but he is onto something. Get on the inside, organize, undermine. That I can get on board with. Sounds... I like the sound of that. You've changed. Seraphine shrugs. Maybe I have. He winks. Maybe I'm just bored of hiding out on the edge of everything. I hope he heals up. Just think about it, Slipper. We find a way back onto dark side, quietly. We make some connections. We start something running. He turns back on his console. It'd be one hell of a thing. Utsubo are ruthless. The way they run dark side. There's got to be plenty of people fed up with them. Seraphine shrugs. And they've gotten worse on the lane. Worse since they pushed the other gangs out. You smile and shake your head at how fast Seraphine can bounce back when he wants to. And as you do, you can't help but consider his plan. Look, maybe it's crazy, but we need a safe harbor either way. I've got a connection in the scatter yards. He'll tuck us away, keep us quiet from everyone. You see Seraphine has his coin in his hand, and he's turning it over between his fingers as he speaks. If we want, maybe he can help us get into dark side. But even if we don't, it's a good place to rest up and make a plan. He turns back to the controls and to deal with the rapid beep from the new HASNAP unit. The scatter yards, you've heard of them, they have a reputation as a fiercely independent set of shipyards. Just starward of the dark side. A hiding place right under Lane's nose. If you've got things to do elsewhere first, go ahead. But the moment we are back in the wash, Lane will be looking for us. Seraphine turns his focus back to piloting the ship. As you watch debris flit past the ship, you turn your focus to what's ahead. New drive available. Okay. What? I saw it. Seraphine comes charging into the bunks. I actually saw it. He's wild-eyed and his breath is ragged. Saw what? Seraphine takes a moment to catch his breath, suddenly aware of how frantic it sounds. He squints at you. Have you noticed how supplies have been going missing? Every so often when we travel? Yeah. Have they? I have. You suddenly recall the mysterious mess that was left behind in supply storage. Seraphine sees the flicker of recognition in her eyes. So, after it happened a couple of times, I decided to keep an eye out on our supply store. Seraphine lowers his voice. You know, check it from time to time. And just this cycle, I drifted down there, really quiet. He leans in, and whoosh! Something flew past me. He shakes his head, knocking me right into the wall. Did you get to look at it? Something? I don't know. It came at me fast. Some kind of creature, Seraphine says the last word with emphasis. Is there really a creature loose in the ship? You look around the berth, suddenly aware that something could be hiding nearby, tucked into the vents perhaps. We know this thing likes supplies, right? Seraphine is also glancing around for hiding places. So, we'll lock them down tighter, keep it out. That way it will get desperate. And then, Seraphine raises a finger, it'll make a mistake. What are you talking about? Bliss leans in from the corridor. I can hear you all the way in the workshop. Seraphine saw the supply thief. Bliss looks between the two of you with a raised eyebrow. From the way you are talking, I'm assuming it's not human? It's something small and dark. Something fast. Seraphine looks at Bliss. We are going to lock up the supplies to drive it out. Bliss looks at Seraphine. If it's an animal, we don't want to make it any more scared and desperate than it already is. How about we lock up the supplies but leave some out in a special place? Try to bait it. Then grab it! Seraphine mimics the act. No! Bliss looks between the two of you. We show it that it has nothing to fear. We tame it. It didn't seem very tameable, Seraphine rubs his sore ribs. Plus, we've already wasted enough supplies on this thing. You want to give it more? Seraphim turns to you. What do you think, Sniper? You look between the two of them, still processing the strange situation you found yourself. Let's try to tame it, Seraphim says. What a waste. Alright, Bliss nods. You'll have to come down to the supply store every few cycles and put out some more food. That way it won't get desperate to do anything dangerous. And I'll lock the supplies up tight, Seraphim folds his arm. It won't get into them anymore. The plan set, Bliss and Seraphim leave the berth, heading in separate directions. You watch them go. It seems your ship has a stowaway. The question is, how will you deal with it? New drive available. Recon Dark Side, Major. Go to Scatter Yards, investigate Hexport. Need to figure out that. I need to get also Cadet on board. Spores find the stowaway, Minor. Bait, starve the stowaway. Find the fraction. Okay, so is it the bait? Is that like an action on the ship? Oh, he's already hunting us. Jesus fuck. Oh, it is. Rather than starve it, every few cycles you could leave supplies out for the stowaway until it's ready to reveal itself. Okay, every few cycles. Can I just do it? Okay, I've given it one. I'm gonna do it again after a cycle, because this is a cycle clock. Seraphim wanted to provoke the stowaway to revealing it. I don't think it took, which is weird. Any vessels, freighter, what can you give me? Fuel, which I'm gonna need to buy a lot. Probably help offload the ship, it's gonna be useful. Suncatcher, that's gonna give me energy, which is good. I can sell raw scrap. Wasn't the place to buy things here? No, sell engine components. Ah, fuck me. Where do I buy engine components? Was it floatsome? It could be floatsome. Never mind. I'm gonna buy one supply because it's too expensive here to buy. Buy a meal, no. Sell engine components, no. These are the best use valuable items. Yeah. Maybe I need to go to Hellion Gate for that. Okay, how much do I need to jump to... I need 7. Okay, hopefully the guys will be able to scavenge some in the next few cycles while I do everything else. Let's try to offload for some cryo. I still need a lot of cryo. I'll use it. Oh no, fuck, I should have used that and use the other thing. I'll get this, I'll get less cryo, but I'll get more energy, which is useful. It's way more useful. And I'm still gonna stay here for a few cycles. As long as I can stay for this thing, I will do it. When I say for this thing, I mean for the hunt. Okay, I'm gonna give it another. Oh, stowaway is hunger. Aha, this is hunger. Seraphim wants to broke it. Within it, if it gets hungry enough, I might just do that. Okay, so I need to feed it to lower this clock. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Go through these. It's gonna give me good money. What's this? Remove stress. It works. I'm lucky. Nope. Remove the stress, gain the energy. Nope. Wow. That actually sucks. Is this gonna give me 2 energy? And I can continue on in this cycle. This didn't clock in. Or I didn't notice it clock in. Let's see. Oh, now it did. Okay. At least we got more fuel, that's good. Gotta feed the stowaway again. Don't know how often you need to do this, but apparently I'll do it. These. Maybe now I will have a chance to rest. This is the only safe action, for fuck's sakes. Oh, finally. Jesus. Took a while. Come on. Okay, got negative energy, which is good because I'm gonna recover that instantly here. And is that the last one I need to do? Yes, that's the last one before I need to bounce. But I will have a lot of fuel, which is good. Hopefully. Yes, full on fuel. That is great, guys. You are awesome. Let's feed the cat again. Okay, I know what the stowaway is. These dice are pretty decent. I think I can get some good cash back. Yeah, okay, let me lose energy and bouncing off of this place anyway. I wish I got figured out where I can buy ship supplies. I'm getting some cryo. 555. Let's go, go, go. Floats on. Waits for no one. I thought they would have more, how should I say, more contracts, more smaller contracts, or like literally randomly generated contracts, where like I just go outside, do a few tasks, scavenge something, get money. But that's not gonna be like that. Like I can't get small contracts. It's just these big contracts and that's it. So to Flotsam we go. I think that's where I can buy ship parts. It's you! A familiar voice echoes down the tunnel behind you. You turn in the passage to see Famine towering over you. He shakes his head. This just keeps getting better. Been a while, Femi. Yeah, I guess. He frowns and glances over his shoulder. I'm glad you survived. Remember Nia? That sister of mine you thought you'd take on a contract? Well, she's taking some inspiration from your little trip. You can see anger burning in Femi's eyes, but there's a tiredness there too. He folds his arms across his broad chest. The cymbal crash has been in repair since we got out of Hexport. Caught up in that whole mess, Femi sighs. So then, stuck here, she gets bored and decides to sign up with another crew, take a job. I said no, and she went anyway. Femi glares at you. What happened at Hexport? No idea. There was some kind of alert, but we were already on our way out. Didn't give it much thought, then the whole place went up. Femi looks away. Been at the scatter yards ever since. Till we came here, that is. Symbol crash can't leave now. Or leave right now. I'm halfway through rewiring the damn thing. Something else Nia was supposed to do. I asked around. Turns out Nia signed on with some idiots heading on to the cutter's end. Femi says the name with an emphasis you can't place. They're as green as you, meaning they have no idea what they are doing going out to a place like that. So you, Femi jabs your chest with a finger, are gonna take me out there to get her. I'll show you the way. Okay, we can do that. She knows what she's doing. Even if she does, the crew she's with sure as hell don't. Femi frowns. We're not leaving it to chance. Look, I know how these things go. I've got shits. I can pay. Femi grimaces. Can't pay for the parts the symbol crash needs when no one sells them anyway. 250 cryo. Femi folds his arms across his chest. No bargaining. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get the symbol crash ready to make me run herself. He sighs. But the shape she's in, it's not the best idea to head out there alone. You suddenly see the desperation in his eyes. He would risk everything for Nia. I'll be waiting. We need to head out soon. Femi grips your shoulder. Don't test my patience. Femi kicks off and glides back along the passage towards his ship. And don't even think about skipping out and float some without me. He calls back to you. Then we're really done. Okay. Your location discovered. Location crew. Drive available. Yay. Ping ping. Quest. Find the fraction ship. That's the other way. Stolen. Where is? Yeah, help find me. Minor. Yeah. Okay, where is that thing that he wants me to take him? Cutter's End, infamous mining site. 150 cryo, extract via. Okay, we're gonna be doing that. Symbol crash. When is pride and joy? Oh, I don't have time. Prime seems ready to take a crippled ship out to Cutter's End. Only you can save him from this. Oh boy, that is a bad thing to do. Okay, let me check something. Buy fuel, buy scrap components. Scrap components I have. It's the same price as the other place. What do we get here? Float some maintenance, buy engine components. Oh, they are 50 a pop. Wow, that's gonna cost me a lot. I think I need 8 or 10. Duration means okay, float some duration. Okay. The narrow escape. Buy a meal. We'll take supplies, I need supplies. I have stuff here as well. I need to feed the cat. Don't know when that's gonna trigger. I'm chucking a lot of supplies into that. How much do I need for the engine? 8. Okay. I'm gonna buy that. 2 more. Okay, maybe the scrapper yards I can buy it less, but there's gonna be more improvements anyway. Bliss carefully slots the components into the prepared drive. The engine is improved so as much as you are able to. Okay, 15 fuel is good. I can fly further. The issue is I would still like to have more supply room. But there is nothing I can do about that. Nothing with the galley I can improve. Nothing with the cat. I can still have 3. I can spend some cycles here still. Like doing some odd jobs and working to get some supplies and some fuel. How far away is it to the thing that I need to go? It's 4. So I'll probably get enough fuel just being here. But I don't want to let him go on his own. So I'm probably gonna do 2 cycles here. Work a bit, get some cash back, then go to other things and work there. Oh, not other things, continue on the plot. So I'm just gonna go do some hydroponics. Oh, that's 8. Is there a better thing I can work on? Some maintenance. I think this gives me scraps or stuff like that. Yeah, get raw scrap and cryo. This gives me raw scrap and cryo. Okay, both give me raw scrap and cryo, which is okay. That's not bad. Having raw scrap is not bad. There's not a place to recover energy here, so I'm just gonna lose it, even if I do low-end stuff. So I'll do a few cycles. I need to get some money back. Oof, the dice are shit. Okay, so he's cat chasing me. He's doing that. Where's the food? The food is here. Definitely buy full set of supplies. Yeah, I'm just gonna risk it light. This might. Oh, this is recovering energy. That's good. If we do well. I'm gonna get some cash back. I spent a lot. Did spend a lot. Okay, feed the cat again. Don't know when that's gonna trigger. I'm wasting money on this. I might just let it starve a bit. and we have the cash to put to each cycle. Oh, sleeper! You hear Bliss's voice. Oh, these dice are shit. Oh my god, this is the worst possible thing ever. Sleeper! You hear Bliss's voice hiss as you pass through the rig's central corridor. You have to come see this. You follow their voice and find them floating outside the supply store, looking in. Bliss holds a finger to her tips and nods inside. Quietly. She's eating. Aww, does it have a hurt arm? Or is that like a thing attached to her just? The stowaway. You're a troublesome stowaway. You look inside and see a cat floating just inside, batting at a food pouch. The stray barely acknowledges you in Bliss's presence. Instead, angles its body to catch the droplets of liquid that are released from the transparent packet. It's amazing that a cat can survive in 0G and just, be good at it. Looks like we found our stowaway. Bliss smiles at you. Hey there, girl, Bliss whispers at the stray, beckoning. They hold up their hands so that the cat can see them. Not here to take those rations away, alright? You both watch as the stray suddenly kicks away, twisting balletically through the air and gliding past you both out of the supply store. It catches one of the corridor's ribs, swinging itself to the wall where it perches and watches Bliss with big eyes. The comfort of its movement in 0G is striking, and you realize you have never seen an animal navigate in microgravity before. You hear a sound and turn to find Seraphim arriving from the direction of the engine room. He stops dead in his tracks against the wall, staring at the stray. What the hell is that? Seraphim hisses his question to both. It's a cat. What's a cat? Seraphim says the word strangely. Careful there. Bliss holds up a hand to Seraphim. Don't scare her. So, that's a cat? Seraphim is watching the stray carefully, either fascinated or scared. It's hard to tell. I thought it would be bigger. It's kind of funny and kind of realistic that, the guys spend time in space. Probably the only animals or something they saw are fishes in water tanks, if anything. Like, I would guess that's the easiest thing to, manage. Anything alive, that would live in normal gravity, like cats, dogs, I don't know, parrots, birds, whatever would be, weird to survive in 0G or like in stations where they lived. So him seeing this the first time ever is kind of, funny, but also realistic completely. In like this sci-fi world of, tomorrow and all that. And the funny thing is that we had a cat in the first game as well. You could find a stray in your house that you get, and you can, feed it each time. And I did that, and it was funny. And it's cool that you get a cat in this one. This, like again, a black cat. It would be funny if it's the same one, but I question it. And if they make a third game, we definitely need to find another black cat there as well. That is a fairly small. You've never seen a cat before? Where would I have seen a cat? Seraphim looks at you. Come to think of it, where have you seen a cat? The question makes you pause. Where have you seen a cat? Not in the belt, not in 0G. You close your eyes and bring to mind the faint image of a cat stretching in the sun. Somewhere warm, somewhere with weight, with gravity. You touch the fur of its back and it reacts, sliding against your hand. Careful, Seraphim hisses a warning, brings you back. Yeah, the sleeper is from somewhere like a normal planet, right? Bliss is reaching out to the stray. Shh, you'll scare her. Bliss makes a doubting sound. We had cats back on the eye, but they were in spin gravity there. The stray's big eyes watch Bliss's hand as it approaches. When they touch the top of their head, the stray does not move, does not react. Look at her leg. Bliss nods to the sleeve on the cat. She's been hurt before, and taken care of. She's really scared. You see the cat is gently trembling with Bliss's touch, but slowly she settles and angles her head for Bliss to scratch her ear. The moment brings back the mysterious memory. What is its origin? Focusing on it makes your skin tremble, a shiver running up your arms. It's been breaking into our supplies, Seraphim has his arms folded, and he's looking at Bliss. Now you've caught it. We should let it out. Look at her. She's not going to do that again. Bliss's eyes meet the Stray's. You aren't going to do that as long as we feed you, right? That may be true, but we can't risk it happening again. What if we'd been on a contract? Seraphim gives Bliss a reproachful look. We can't keep it. Bliss shakes her head. She's a stray. She needs a home, right, Sleeper? Bliss looks at you. She can't stay, sorry. We're keeping her, yeah, we're keeping her. Bliss smiles wildly, unable to contain their excitement. You won't regret it. And they look at Seraphim. Plus, the rig is already full of strays as it is. I guess it is, Seraphim concedes. You have to feed her though, Sleeper. She's your responsibility. He eyes the stray. I never thought a cat could eat so much. Seraphim's right. Looks like you'll need to keep feeding the stray every few cycles if you want her to stick around. This is going to be expensive. Oh fuck me if it's gonna eat supplies. You'll get used to her. Seraphim reaches out sheepishly towards the stray. As he does, the cat bats playfully at his hand and he pulls it away. If you say so, he sighs. I'm not really used to animals. You watch as Bliss tries to get Seraphim to pet the stray properly, guiding his hand to its ears for a scratch and explaining how to approach her. As you do, the memory of that other cat runs through your mind. It feels like a raw wound, one that, if you touch it, will only bring pain. But you can't help but pick at it, knowing that it might contain some distant part of it. Make a home for the stowaway. Wait, what did I get? Oh, I get a point. And 1 red. I can't buy this, I can't buy anything, I get 1 point. One measly point. Okay, so what is this? Feed the stray. Now that you are familiar with the stray, you can feed her directly, but she is still a little nervous around your crew. I don't have a track for that, so I might forget to feed her. Hopefully I won't. Anyway, we are on the 2nd cycle. We have the shittiest dice ever produced known to man. So even if I do this, there's a big chance I will fail spectacularly. Okay, at least I got some money. Okay, that's good. I'm not even gonna risk the ones. Jesus, that's disgusting. Where is the... Oh, I was here. Went to buy supplies. Full supplies. Got 5 scrap components, red components. I'm not good on that. I'm good on fuel, even though it takes how much to get there? 4. Okay, that's gonna be enough. That's not the problem. And I think I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. Again, a little bit longer episodes. It's a bit late, and I need stuff to do. So we have got the stowaway. We've got a bunch of new quests to do. Not probably. We need to do Femi first next, and then I'll probably get to help Nembab. These are minor drives, so I think I'm gonna get just 1 point from each of them, but it's still gonna be useful. And I'll go to, what was it, Greenway? Yeah, Greenbelt. The thing is, I mean, I can go to Scatter Yards right away and maybe like Hollow and then Greenbelt, but no. I'm gonna go Spindle, do some work, get some cash, go to Hellion Gate actually. Now because I have 15 fuel, I think I can jump from Spindle to Hellion to Greenbelt without much issue. I wanna go to Hellion to try and get some useful stuff from there. Either scrap or ship components, or I don't know if I can get ship components, but anything useful there. Even Solheim data, because if I get Solheim data, I can go back here and give it out, and it's gonna print some good stuff, goodies for me. So that's gonna be a trip in itself. But definitely Spar Spindle, Hellion Gate, then Greenbelt, and after Greenbelt, I think I'm gonna have a lot of adventures there. I might be able to connect directly to Spindle, hopefully. So we will see. It has I have a lot of potential to do a lot of things. We are still not done. We are far from done. We have a whole thing in scatter yards, a whole thing in the hollow. It's amazing that I can just fly there directly. And I have 14 fuel for that. But we're gonna take it slow. The good thing is these are not timed. None of these. Because these are really, really dangerous ones, and I want to be at least ready for that. The next thing I'll upgrade. I don't think I'm gonna. I need 4 to upgrade this, and it's actually both are good. Because push costs glitch instead of stress. That means, yes, I will glitch out, and I will get glitch dice, but I will always reduce stress when I do it. So I can, you know, kind of still reduce stress a lot. And the other one is stress effects on neutral and positive outcomes. So I can still build into a different, or not different. I can go that I reduce one stress and then positive and neutral ones, which means even if I roll a 5, with a 5, I can still get stress reduction, which is also good. I might even not go with the glitch, because glitch ruins my dice. Stress, just I remove stress. So I can constantly remove 2 stresses and be on like a 0 or like a 1 point. So I can do that. That is useful. So I either go that, I upgrade those things, or I go to the different thing and I go with the skills, which would probably at this point be either interface or intuition to a +1, which means I can do much better than that. So I will see. From what I have with the current drives, if I do all the drives, this is like gonna be 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So 8 points, which is one of these and completing this, which is all not that much. That's why I want to try and do green belt and maybe get 1 more point fully done and get these minor ones done as quickly as possible. And by Femi, it's gonna be, I will be up to 3, and maybe, no, this is hollow. I will need to go then to scatter yards. Well, I think I find something at green belt that's gonna give me this long. Anyway, I'm talking too much planning. We'll do that next time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Do like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live on Twitch/bypenandpaper whenever I do play, or you can check me out on YouTube at bypenandpaper for Let's Plays, demo analysis, first hours, and whatever else I do. Till next time, as always, do remember, it's the stories that we play. See ya.